hi, hello, and howdy. I'm Mushy, and you're you. Hello, you. And we're here at Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting with a couple of post reviews for you. So, let's see what I've been up to the last couple weeks. All right, so I went ahead and snuck this canvas in here. This I called Purple Gold Skull. I have it marked as SK24, number 534 in my personal stash, and I snuck this one in by viewer request. I had several of you curious of how this would look and how it would turn out after seeing it in a PR unbagging, and so I had the couple days extra time to squeeze this in and was happy to do it and check it out. So now we're going to kind of break it down. If you're curious, if you're a color nerd like me, there were 20 colors in here, and they were tawny dark, red very dark, mahogany medium, black, terracotta, desert sand ultra very dark, plum, garnet dark, beige brown medium, golden yellow very light, dusty rose ultra dark, plum ultra light, antique mauve dark, cyclamen pink light, probably butchered that, apricot light, golden brown pale, raspberry light, grape dark, autumn gold dark, and winter white. So this is a 30 by 40 round drill, but as we'll go over in the cons, it's not true to size. If I'm not mistaken, I'd have to refer back to the video, but off memory, I'm thinking it was more like a 25 by 35. So 20 colors. It's $4.99 at paintsomeway.com, though I did get this in PR. I received it on July 17th of 2024 and started it on July 23rd of 2024, finishing it on July 26th of 2024. I'm kind of giving this 2 ratings, and you'll see why when we discuss the details, but the first rating would be 1 out of 10 stars. The second rating would be a 5 out of 10 stars. So let's kind of go through and see if I can make sense, like kind of make that make sense for you. Cons. It's not a true to size image. I really get disheartened by that. I think this could have benefited from being true to size and a little bit bigger. Because we noticed, some of you viewers and myself, we noticed that the image looked a little stretched right through the mouth here. The jaw, teethy area just looks a little thin and elongated. And to me, this looks a lot like sunglasses more than like orbital sockets. So, yeah, I was kind of turned off by the sunglasses effect there. The backgrounds of the letters were not uniform. And what I mean by that is like every W was not a black background. W could be black background in one place, and as you move through the canvas, it could be purple and then orange and then white. It was like they made the picture and slapped a grid on top, and it wasn't like they built the grid into the image, if that makes sense. That was really confusing and sometimes hard to deal with when doing a section, and then you think you got all the letters because I don't see any more black background, and then you get through in here and you say, oh look, there's another 3 that I missed because it's white instead of purple. It was just kind of confusing and cumbersome. I did run out of 301 DMC and had to use my own stash of spares. The 301 DMC was predominantly anywhere you see the orange color. Those in the oranges were the 301. So it was a really predominant color on the canvas, a very important one for the image as a whole. And I got to about forehead level and I ran out of all of them for up here. I did contact the company as a side note, and this part can kind of go in the pros. I did contact Paint Some Ways customer service. I explained to them what happened. I showed them pictures and a video clip of all the missing 301 drills that I was short, and they responded in a timely manner, about 2 days, with the response that they would be sending me the requisite 301 replacement so I could finish the canvas. However, I did supply my own to get this finish done. I didn't really want to wait the several weeks to get the replacements, but they did offer it without question and responded very quickly. So that's a pro. Then the art itself, like the finished canvas, to me, I'm looking at it in the viewfinder and it looks a lot better in the viewfinder than in person. But to me, I was expecting a purple and gold. That's kind of what the concept art was said to me, and it was jumping out as purple and gold to me. But this is very much purple and orange. You know, can I hold that against the diamond painting? Because there are only so many DMCs, right? And can we really make it gold out of the colors we have? I think there's an argument that it could have been better. This is purple and orange in most part, but also very heavily pink, which I kind of thought maybe there'd be a little bit, being purple, having light hit it. I expected there might be some pink highlight, but this is a lot of pink. This is all pink. The purple really was in the outside framing and the side edges here, but all through the center, pink. Oy! So, I mean, I was really hoping for a purple and gold and not like a pink, purple, and orange situation. But looking at it in the viewfinder, it does look pretty decent. At a distance, you do get that gold kind of effect. But like I said, in person, it's heavily orange and purple and pink. The pros. Sundown loved the image. He loved how it turned out. He didn't think that the jaw was too narrowed. Once finished, you can see some more definition off on the sides here that kind of fill it out a little bit. But he really, really liked the image when it was done. And I personally, although I was wanting a purple and gold, I do like the purple and orange contrast. They are contrasting colors, I believe is the technical term in the art world. And because of that, it really makes, like, the purple really makes the orange pop and the orange really makes the purple pop. So I kind of like that dynamic there. That's our post review of this diamond painting. Oh, and I should mention, I didn't really have time to properly flatten this as I would normally. Normally I would put this under weight for a week, 2 weeks, and see how it did, if we could flatten it out. But I kind of did just jump right into this, so you might be able to pick it up on camera. But the canvas is still kind of wavy from being rolled. So that does kind of alter the appearance and finish of the canvas a little bit. But once we get it in a frame and stretched out, it should be just fine. No drills are jumping off or anything crazy like that because of it. So all good. Okay, let's move on to Serial Killer. The Serial Killer, it's CR40. Meaning creepy number 40 in my stash, serial number E3745, and number 535 in my personal stash. There were 24 colors in this canvas, and they were red very dark, petrol blue light, black, pewter gray dark, lemon light, violet very dark, violet medium, Kelly green, old gold medium, tangerine medium, blue dark, blue very dark, carnation dark, hunter green very dark, sea green medium, sea green light, electric blue medium, brown gray very dark, golden yellow very light, dusty rose light, plum ultra light, raspberry dark, cocoa light, and winter white. This was a 40 by 50 round drill canvas with no specials. It was from GBFKE, and the current list price is $9.62. However, I did receive this in PR. I received it on July 17th of 2024, and I started it on July 26th of 2024, finishing it on July 31st, 2024. This piece took me 23 hours and 16 minutes. This piece also has 2-star ratings. The first rating is a 5 out of 10 stars, and the second rating is 7 out of 10 stars. And again, hopefully you'll be able to see why as we go through the pros and cons. Starting with cons, I did receive all of the colors, all 24. However, one of the colors was DMC 159 on the chart, but the packet I received was 169. I didn't receive any 159 as charted and labeled here. Instead, they accidentally put in a 169. One of them was a pale blue color and the other was a gray color. So I did contact the company. They got back to me, I believe it was approximately 4 days, and offered to send me a packet of the correct DMC 159 to finish the diamond painting. However, I went ahead and did it with the color supplied, which was 169, just to see if it would make a difference. Now the 169 was letter F, and letter F and 169, that color, there were very few. It was more of like an accent color, and we can find that up in here a little bit and along the spoon a little bit. Ultimately, I don't think that it hurt the image. I don't think it is noticeable. It was just kind of one of those highlighty, accenty colors. So I did have to dock some points for that because they did send the wrong color in the kit, but they did respond relatively quickly and they are sending the right color. So had I chosen to wait and use the correct color, then it would have been fine. But I went and charged ahead with the colors provided. This was confetti heavy. That might be a con to some of you and it might be a pro to others. I would call this like a 75-25 split, 75 being confetti, and you can probably see why, like through here and up in the corners. Really the only color blocking was maybe the background here and the border of the card here, some on the bowl, but otherwise like it was all really confetti heavy. And then the canvas is slightly wavy throughout. You can see a definitive line here, 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 and here. But, you know, there's an argument to be made that it was my fault because I didn't let it get flattened under weight. I pretty much got it. There was a lot of excitement. I was excited about it and I wanted to dive right in. So I didn't like properly flatten it or do any flattening measures to it. And so, you know, it could partially be my fault. We can't 100% hold that against the diamond painting itself. And the final con is this one, as much as I love it, there are some random pixels that just kind of, they grab my eye and then upset me in my OCD a little bit. Up here, this half of the star really doesn't match the whole rest of it. I double checked to make sure and I put the right colors in the right places. This is how it was charted, you guys, and I don't know, I would have preferred this to be uniform. Even the horns here are different. It kind of irks me. There's a random pixel here, a white in the middle of the black strong border there. There's kind of a random peach and a random brown there. A random red here and one right there. Just some random pixels that kind of irritate me a little bit, and once I see them I can't like stop seeing them, you know what I mean? So they always draw my attention no matter what. But overall I really did like this piece. So for the pros, fun. This is a fun image. It's a fun concept. It's a fun series from the looks of it. I did look at a few others in this series and they all look really fun. And it was pretty fun to do, especially with the confetti. The theme of it's fun. Serial killer. It's just dark humor. It's cute. It's got color, but also a little bit of morbidity in it. And I don't know. It's just all over like a fun piece. The details are crisp and clear, especially on the spoon. Look, there's a skull on the spoon. You can make out flowers up here. You can see the horns like on the edge of the circle there. You can definitely see the skull here. You can tell these are Fruit Loops and see their colors, and you can read the words "the serial killer" very clearly. I love that they did a border on this and made it look like a real tarot card and not just placed the image without the card border. Overall, you know, I really love all the details in here and how crisp they turned out. Oh, my final pro is that the words are legible, but we just mentioned that. You can clearly see what it says. So it's just really cute, and it turned out looking phenomenal. The only reason that I kind of had a 5 out of 10 to a 7 out of 10 on the thing was because the drill situation. You know, that's a huge con for some people, even though the company did respond relatively quickly and they are sending replacements. You know, for some of us, we can't or don't want to wait. And so that's kind of a bummer. If we had to do the canvas with what we got, this is what it would turn out looking like. And that's a deal breaker for some people. You know, having the wrong DMC for one of your charted colors, for some of you, is a deal breaker. So I try to keep that in consideration. And what's this? Another completion? I didn't do this.
Sorry, I've been watching The Walking Dead. Alright, so this is Raven Diamond Art's Feeling Slender. It is a 50 by 40, and if I'm not mistaken, that is the drill field size. Yep. Raven is pretty consistent about the size that they advertise is the size of the drill field. 40 colors.
Round drill.
Rounds, and there are 3 ABs. What I thought it was fun, and I did not write down the names of the colors or anything because I'm not type A. But I can tell you that it was purple, more purple, blue, purple, blue, purple, blue, orange, pink, kind of dark pink, black, and gray.
And more purple.
Lots of purples. I liked it, and I thought it was fun. Reminds me of cotton candy, so I'm kind of hungry when I look at it. I really like the ABs. The AB coating did stick to my alien putty quite a bit, so that made me go through some putty pretty quick. And really the only thing that I didn't love was that some of these symbols were hard to read. Okay, so the only thing that I didn't really love about it was that some of the color or some of the symbols were hard to see, like a lot of dark on dark. That made it kind of illegible, especially this DAB. It's really difficult to see in the viewfinder, but it is a black on a very, very, very dark blue.
I'm going to turn on the light so they can see.
Yeah, even unless I was using the high, like the second or third setting on Mom's light board, it was very difficult to see. Even this half moon right here was difficult to see. And another thing is when I was doing this upside down, it could just be me being small brained, but the G and the lowercase a, getting them mixed up all the time. But otherwise, it was really clear, really easy to read. It was just kind of those 3 things that were kind of irking me just a little bit. But otherwise, it looked good. And like, look at all these pretty little ABs. I'm loving it. So the ABs were intentional. They came in with the kit, and I like where they're put. I don't feel like any are really out of place or anything like that.
What about color blocking and confetti?
So I'd say it was maybe 50-50. Like you can see around here, this is a good decent chunk of color blocking. The trees, obviously, the sky up at the top. And it's really, there's only a little bit of confetti, but there was enough throughout to where I'd say it's probably a decent 50-50. Which I don't mind confetti. I think I actually prefer confetti because the color blocking, I get bored. And then I don't want to do it because I'm just doing the same thing over and over, and I'm looking at the same symbol, and I kind of just want to pluck my eyes out. But that's just me. So I did like the little bit of spicy confetti thrown in there.
Are the details clear? Do you like the details?
I wish it was a little bigger, so the Slender Man could have been a little sharper. But I do think it's pretty clear. Like, you can tell that these are tentacles and that he's holding hands with kids, and you can tell that these are tree limbs. It's not like just one big blob. So I think the details are pretty clear. I think I would have loved it if it was even bigger. Like if it was the size of the other one that I did recently, the Don't Fear the Reaper.
50 by 60?
50 by 60. I think that would have been really cool. But this isn't a bad size at all, and it doesn't look bad. It's just I'm kind of getting addicted to the giant paintings.
Good, because I have a lot of them for you to do.
Oh, no.
You, not me.
I take it back.
Okay, say goodbye.
Bye. Crunch.
All right, you guys. Well, you heard it from the crotch goblin herself, what she thought of this Raven Diamond Art Feeling Slender finish. What do you think about this finish and the two I showed you before it? Do you like any of them? I know some of you ordered the Serial Killer. I can't wait to hear what you guys think about it. And have any of you gotten your Feeling Slender? If so, I can't wait to hear what your thoughts were on that one as well. And with that, we're done here. I will see you in the next one. Stay naughty.